The Ronald McDonald House in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Jennifer Romero needed the Ronald McDonald House for 3 children.
We've had 3 of our children have us stay at the Ronald McDonald House. Our son Matthew was born in 2012, and we spent a week at the Ronald McDonald House in Denver while he did in utero surgery. Unfortunately, he passed away at birth. And then our daughter was born in 2015, and she was born in Los Alamos, and the following day after our C-section, she had to be flown to Presbyterian. She had breathing problems, and after Matthew passed away, there was no way I was going to stay behind. So we checked ourselves out of the hospital, and we drove up here, and we spent the next week recovering at the Ronald McDonald House while taking care of our daughter at Presbyterian. Little did we know, a year later we'd be back at the Ronald McDonald House with our youngest, who was born 10 weeks early. I had preeclampsia, and she was born, and shortly after birth we found out she had Down syndrome. And we were preparing for a really long stay at that point. They had told us to be prepared for months, and luckily after 50 days she was able to go home with no heart surgery or anything. So we were very blessed to have the Ronald McDonald House, because I don't know what we would have done without a place to stay during all of our children's births.
Lucy Freeman's daughter Alexandra was born at 30 weeks. Lucy was admitted to the hospital and had ultrasounds every day. Eventually, she developed a reverse flow that had the potential to kill Lucy and her baby. She had an emergency C-section and was not able to see her baby for 48 hours. Alexandra coded. Lucy was met with over 20 doctors to make a decision. They chose life.
So the home nurse came on Friday, and she weighs 13 pounds, 0.5 ounces. And looking at her, you can't even tell she was a preemie and how tiny she was. And she still has some issues developmentally, but it's okay, because technically she's only supposed to be 4 months old. And we just gotta ride the wave and be happy that she's home. I'm thankful because some people don't make it out of the NICU. We made it out of the NICU with the baby. Other people come home from the NICU with a casket. And I'm thankful that I came home with the baby. They're so generous. And it is true. It is a home away from home. They welcome you with open arms. They are great listeners. I remember and you meet great people there. I've met wonderful people there that I still talk to after our departure from the Ronald McDonald House. And it's just hearing their stories and knowing that I'm not alone. We're not alone. We're all on this journey together. Some might have bigger mountains to climb. Some might have not as much mountains to climb, but we're all on this journey together and to support each other. And I couldn't have gotten that from anywhere other place than the Ronald McDonald House. I was there for a purpose and to meet these wonderful people.
We were there for about 7 days, and she received antibiotic treatment for every day for those 7 days, twice a day. And that meant she couldn't leave the room, which means we couldn't leave the room. And the chances when we did get to leave the room, we were told about the Ronald McDonald room at Presbyterian, and it was like a safety net. It was a place where you could go and take a shower and have a cookie and just kind of sit down and be able to process what you were feeling at the moment, and then able to pull yourself together to go back and deal with your children again and have a moment by yourself with your thoughts to be able to collect them, pull yourself together and go back to their room. It's a place to regain your strength or take a shower. It helps with just the simplest of needs that you have, especially when you're away from your home and you can't leave. can't leave your children. It's a place where you can gain some perspective as to what's coming next and what you can do for your child. And it's that glimmer of self-help, and you can sit down and actually take a breather.
My name is Maggie Longwell, and I have a daughter who is 9 years old. Her name is Peyton Lilly, and she was diagnosed with pre-B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia on Mother's Day, May 14th, 2017. It was a huge burden. It was giant. I mean, there you walk in and it's nothing but open arms and smiling faces, like from one end of the house to the next. And it is relieving, actually. I mean, because, you know, a hotel is going to cost you big money. And we spent 161 days at the Ronald McDonald House last year. We've already been there, I think it's 12, 15, 17. It's 17 days this year so far. I would tell Peyton Lilly that she is one of the strongest, most fabulous, stubborn people I've ever met in my whole entire life. And if I had it to do all over again, I would absolutely, if I got to pick her, if I got to pick the kids that I would have or could have, I would totally pick her in a heartbeat. And I am just so proud of her. I mean, she has her bad days, we all do. And but I am so proud of her for walking in and saying, okay, I have cancer, and let's do this because I'm not gonna die. And you know, I'd pick her over and over again.